Hi friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I put up a poll yesterday night asking how you guys felt about a video on the new Rare Beauty blushes, and of course, I should have known you all would have voted yes for one. I just wasn't sure if this is something you guys wanted to see a dedicated video on, but here I am to deliver. But not only are we going to be trying the new Rare Beauty blushes, I also cannot help myself and I got the new Fenty Beauty highlighter, so we're going to try this out as well. I know the blushes are luminous, but I still want to try this out to see just what this formula is working with because it looks very promising. You know the drill, grab a snack, grab something to drink. Let's get into these new products. I just did a really quick base. I look so crazy right now without any blush on. These retail for $26 a piece. So I picked up the two deepest shades. I picked up Love and Truth. This is a lightweight glowy blush with buildable, seamless, and silky color to keep you beaming all day. It has a medium coverage as well. So one thing I will say that I absolutely love that Rare Beauty did is that they made these powder blushes correspond with their liquid blushes. I have 3 of the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. The only one that I have that matches the powder is Love. This shade is my favorite shade out of all of the Rare Beauty blushes that I have. I reached for this one the most. It's a beautiful burnt terracotta. When I saw she was coming out with the powder version of Love, I just knew I had to get it. Here's a little close-up of Love. As you can see, it looks very silky and smooth. It honestly does not look like a powder. It did say that this is a hybrid between the liquid blush and the powder highlighter, and I definitely can see that. I do want to go ahead and give this a swatch here. Wow. That is so pretty. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, okay. That looks really, really gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch Love right next to it just so we can kind of compare. Okay, pretty nice. I'm not gonna go in with any of the liquid blushes. I really wanna see what kind of coverage the luminous blushes have. Truth is described as a mauve maroon. I don't have the liquid blush of this one, but it looks so pretty in the pan. Let's give Truth a swatch. Let's see how this one is looking. Ooh, okay. I was a little nervous they were gonna look similar, but they actually don't. Let's get these on the face. I'm gonna start off with the shade Love. Picks up here, and let's see how this is looking. And I don't wanna put it too close here. Well, I mean, I kind of already did, but I just don't want it to emphasize texture. Any luminous product you put on will emphasize texture. As far as the color is really pretty. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. This is truly, like, this literally looks like a highlighter. Very highlightery. Wow. Okay, I wanna take my puff and kind of go over the edges just to make this a little bit more seamless. Right here. This is the shade Love. I think it's a really beautiful shade. I already knew I was gonna love this color because it's the same as the liquid version, but you all know how I feel about luminous blushes. It's very, very luminous. Definitely reminds me of a blush lighter, which I think that is exactly how it's intended to be. The formula is very smooth, and from the swatches, it feels exactly like the highlighter. So if you love the kind of finish of her powder highlighters, I think you'll love these blushes. I really do. They feel the same. I do feel like this melts into the skin, but like any luminous product that you put further on the cheeks, it's gonna emphasize texture. With her powder highlighters, I feel like you might use those in more targeted areas like you would highlighter, but since this is a blush, you're definitely gonna be putting it a lot further down on the cheeks. So definitely keep that in mind when you get this. Let's see what Truth is working with on the other side. Going in with another brush. Wow, my brush might be too dense because kind of has a little bit of fallout. Definitely will not have to put highlighter on if you use these blushes. I know a lot of you wanted to see this color on me. This goes so well with my eye look. I'm just gonna take my powder puff and just kind of tone this luminosity down a little bit. I feel like I can probably build this one up a little bit more. I really do think I might like how Love looks a lot more. I don't really know if it's picking up on camera, but I'm just loving the look of this one. Maybe because this shade is already my favorite in the liquid, so I feel like I just gravitate to these terracotta shades more. I feel like this color just meshes a lot better with my skin tone This one's a little bit too cool for my liking. Let me know which blush you guys like better. After putting this on, it definitely does have pigment, but I personally wouldn't build this up with a lot of layers just because I just don't want it to emphasize texture too much. I definitely would wear these on top of a powder blush just for a little bit of an extra glow. If I don't really want to wear a highlighter and I just want to keep it blushy, I would reach for one of these, but I don't think I would use this on its own. But those are the powder blushes. So for the packaging, this is the highlighter, this is the blush. It's just like a soft matte kind of packaging, whereas the highlighter is, you know, like that glossy nude kind of color. You get the same amount of products in both if you are curious. Now let's move on to the Fenty Demiglow highlighters. I am already very glowy, but it's super late that I'm filming this, so I'm not going anywhere. Let's just glow it up, okay? I was very indecisive about which shade I wanted to get in this highlighter because there are so many shades, but I love that. It's giving range, okay? And we know Fenty always delivers with the range. The shade that I ended up going with is Rich Honey. This is number 6. That is so unfortunate. That's not fun. That sucks. Mine is broken. That is not ideal. It is broken a little bit. Like half the product is kind of gone. Well, it's not really half the product, but most of the product is gone, and I just got this today at Sephora, so I'm just like, okay. It is all on the table right now, but it's fine. So this retails for $40. It is very pricey. I honestly was not expecting that price from Fenty for this highlighter. It is $40. So this is a skin tone based highlighter with a silky soft feel that's infused with super fine pearls designed to flatter every skin tone for a low-key glow. It really sold me on that low-key glow though, because I love a lit from within glow, and I'm thinking this is what this product is gonna give, and I'm all over a low kind of glow. It says it's a lightweight, long-wearing formula that delivers a natural looking radiant finish. The smooth glide, no grit feel blends into skin without disrupting makeup. It improves the appearance of fine lines and resists sweat and humidity. The superfine pearls are delicate, so handle with care. Are they like coming for me a little bit? Because I feel like I handled this with care. I feel like I handled this with care for sure. Let's take a little bit of this. I am so excited for this. Okay. Oh, she's blinding. Oh my goodness. That is blinding. Ooh, it's kind of like almost like a yellowy gold. All right, let's go right on. Wow. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That is intense, and I don't even feel like I went in with a lot. That is very intense. Do I like this color though? It's almost like a yellowy gold. It didn't look this yellowy in person. It's almost giving trophy wife, just a little bit less gold. Interesting. I might pick a different shade. All right, let's pop it here. Let's just, whoa. This with the Rare Beauty highlighter, it's a lot of glow, but whoa. I am like super glowy. No, it's fine. I will say this formula is, wow, a little bit goes a very long way with this. I don't even feel like I tapped my brush in that much, and I got so much, but wow, this is so pretty. I do feel like with the Rare Beauty highlighter, it's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much, but very beautiful. I do think I want to get a different shade. I feel like this gold is a little bit too yellowy gold, and I like a more like champagne-y kind of gold. This is just a little bit too much for me. But I do like the formula. I think the formula is really nice, but you can go ham with it. You really can. So tread very lightly. Wow, I am unbelievably glowy right now. I will say my texture is super emphasized, but that's okay. That is honestly to be expected when it comes to a lot of glowy products like this. Let's talk about these Rare Beauty highlighters. I really like the shade Love. I feel like the shade suits my skin tone. I don't really feel like Truth suits my skin tone personally. This isn't really the blush shade I would gravitate to and go for, but Love, 100%. Whenever I'm wearing a burnt terracotta, I will not hesitate going in with this blush. I definitely would not use these on its own because it will emphasize texture. I would use this on top of a blush, you know, definitely use it as like a blush topper. I mean, you could use them on their own. You really could. If you get a deeper shade, I feel like you'll definitely still have that pigment to it. But for me personally, I think I prefer this as a blush topper and not a blush on its own. I would really, really love to see Rare Beauty come out with matte powder blushes because I think they would really, really kill those. I do hope that that's coming soon. I hope that, you know, she sees that we would love to have matte too, but if you love those luminous blushes, you're really gonna be excited about this, especially if you're already a fan of the liquid blushes. A lot of people are. I think you're gonna be super excited about these, but just me personally, I think I'm more in love with the shade Love, and I will use this 100% as a blush topper. I don't really see myself reaching for the shade Truth, you know, but I know that there's someone out there that would absolutely love the shade. Also, this Fenty formula is really nice. As you can see, even if you feel like you're being careful with this, be even more careful because I didn't even know mine broke. I did not drop it or anything, so I have no idea how this happened, but I definitely want to check out a different shade. I was a little bit like very indecisive about the shades. I didn't know which one to choose. If you're looking at number 6, which is Rich Honey, just know it has a little bit more of a golden kind of like yellowy undertone. But for me personally, I want something a little bit more subtle in color, you know what I mean? But the formula is really smooth and super, super soft. Super soft. I don't even know if I swatched it, but I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you. Yeah, it's a really soft formula. It does not feel chunky at all. I just think really the challenge is going to be figuring out which shade you want. When I swatched this in the store, it didn't look as like yellow as it does while it's applied on the face with a lot more, but I like the formula. I think I like this formula of this highlighter way more than the first like dual highlighters. That is it for today's video. Let me know what you all think down below. Are these on your wish list? Have you already picked it up? What do you think about these products? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.